self-punishment angels, and how to release a self-punishment agreement, whether it's from this life or a past life, that you have with self-punishment angels. And I definitely recommend watching the part 1 video first, because this is not something that people are going to understand, I think, without part 1. Okay. So this is the walkthrough. So we're going to do a simple one that's easy for me to demonstrate. So we're going to do one that you have that weighs you down as a spirit, with your arms and or your wrists or your hands, just because, I mean, it's simple. The angels like it sort of as a beginner one. You could also do your legs, but the thing is with that, you know, that's going to be harder for me to demonstrate. So I have to lift up my legs, so it'd be easier, you know. I mean, you could do a leg one along with me, you know, doing my arm one. It's the same concept. You know, you could even do one that's around your shoulders. You could do one that's around your head. You could do one that's in front of your heart chakra, burdening your joy. You know, you could, you know, keep using this video and do a different one each time. You know, I would say be aware of how many are healthy for you to do in one day. You know, if you're a very advanced meditator, meaning you've done my stuff. I mean, if you just like breathe and, you know, silence your mind, even if that's every day, you might not be up to doing multiple ones of these in a day, just because that whole breathing and quieting your mind stuff maybe isn't as in body. And so you might not be used to clearing major blocks, a lot of them in one day. If you do my stuff, you know, like my recordings or my videos, that's usually very like, okay, let's get it out, let's do it. So if you're used to doing my stuff, then just use your intuition. You know, can I do this video twice today? Can I do it 3 times today? Or should I just wait a week and then do it again? You know. Okay, good. So I would say this is just an intermediate level exercise. So if you've used my recordings maybe for like 2 or 3 weeks, I would say that's good enough. Okay, so first, we're gonna just do one at a time, right? Because it does create a nice positive chain reaction, but you don't want too many positive chain reactions going at one time, because even that will be overwhelming. Too much of a good thing at once is too much. So you just pick one burden. So you become aware of one energy block that you took on because you didn't feel you deserved happiness, or you didn't feel, you know, you wanted to punish yourself. You felt ashamed, you felt guilty, whatever. So just imagine one that's easy for you to clear today, you know, whatever level you're at. You know, I'm gonna walk you through one that's around your wrist and or around your arm, okay? And I'm gonna do one of mine at the same time, just because that's cool. So I have one around, so just, you know, like hold up your arm if you're doing your arm one, just to kind of imagine, you know, like it could be just a metal like cuff that's really long and heavy that you have around your forearm. It could be like a full arm thing. It could be just like, you know, like a handcuff around your wrist. It could be both wrists, you know, it doesn't really matter. But mine that I want to do during this video is just like, it's like a glove, but it's heavy and it's black, and I have them on both hands, okay? And it's from a past life, and I didn't know about it before, you know, whatever. There's always more you can always clear, you know, like some people are like, oh, but I worked on myself last year. Do you mean there's still more I have to do? Yes. I mean, you know, whatever. If you don't want to, you don't want to. Go away, you know. But this is like more like, you know, for people that understand that healing is a journey, and there's always more that you could do to be lighter and more joyful and get more out of your life, which, you know, sounds like to me that's worth it. But anyway, okay. So imagine, you know, whether it's like a heavy metal cuff along your forearm, if it's just around your elbow, if it's, you know, around your whole arm, or if it's just around your hand, you know, both arms or not, you know, it's not really a big deal. Sometimes it's like a match set, sometimes it's just around one arm or the other. So they could be symmetrical or asymmetrical burdens. They could be from this life, but I don't know. You know, either way, whichever you want to do. I think past life ones are kind of pretty intriguing. But anyway, so you don't have to know what it is, and I think probably it'd be better, you know, what it's from. But I'll walk you through using your intuition about it. But I think it's good to like start healing it automatically, you know, and then use your intuition rather than like don't do anything to it and just use your intuition, because that might be a little bit overwhelming. So just use gold light. You can even make like a big tub of gold water out in front of you, you know, gold energy tub of, you know, gold energy, not really water, but, you know, and then just dunk, you know, make it a big one if it's for your whole arm, you know. But mine is just my hand, so I'm just gonna splash around in this gold healing energy, you know, just to loosen things up, you know. And then this is, you know, with self-punishment angels, right? So this is the one, you know, if you watch the part 1 video, this is where you took that the lighter road of self-punishment, where you made an agreement with angels to weigh you down because of something you felt bad about. So for me, with these 2 heavy gloves, devices, you know, around my hands and fingers, I have 3 angels, so I must have been pretty determined to punish myself. I have 3 self-punishment angels that are connected to these, you know, heavy shame gloves. What did I do? So anyway, as you're you know, running gold light through them, and as you just kind of intuit, do I have 1 self-punishment angel, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 is usually as many as you'll get. But, you know, if this is your first one, maybe you just have 1, you know, because your angels helped you pick an easy one. But I have 3 self-punishment angels, and they're like, hi, good for you. We're glad that you're getting to this and you're going to clear it. Yay, forgiveness is good. Yay, self-forgiveness, that's really good. Then you can help more people. Yay. So, you know, self-punishment angels are total sweeties. I mean, they don't want to weigh you down. They just do it because, you know, you were so determined to be weighed down, right? So, but, you know, use your intuition and just think, if you want, you don't have to know, but if you're curious, this is how you would do it. You just do like simple yes or no, A or B kind of intuitive questions for your mind as you're using gold light to like loosen it up anyway. So as I'm loosening it up with the gold light, I'm thinking, okay, was I male or female in that past life? You know, well, I'm thinking present or past life, but I always like the past life ones. They're fun, you know? So like for me, it was for sure a past life. So past life, and then I was male, and then I robbed somebody, very classic. You can also intuit your spiritual age, like how long ago it was. Chances are it was a while ago, you know, a lot of lifetimes ago, but you know, maybe not, maybe it was your last life or something. But for me, let's see, because right, if you've watched my spiritual age videos, I'm a mid-late first chakra being. Yeah, I was a mid-third chakra being in that lifetime, so that was like almost 20 lives ago, you know, it was a long time ago. Third chakra is about taking action, but if you're in like the early stage or the mid stage, you're not really great at it. So sometimes maybe you lose a lot of jobs, you know, and you find it hard to get good work. So you may, you know, turn towards crime, particularly if you have sort of a, you know, influences around you to kind of, you know, sour your compassion, you know, because technically I was an old enough soul to have compassion, but because of, you know, sort of the harsh situations that I was in that life, you know, my heart chakra got too closed off. So then I was not compassionate with my actions. So anyway, I robbed somebody that I felt really bad about robbing. I robbed a bunch of people for about a year and didn't feel bad about it. Well, felt bad, but not super bad. And then, meanwhile, just keep dunking in gold light. And if you want, you can even pause the video, because it's possible that me thinking about saying out loud what happened to me is going to confuse you, and you're not going to be able to think of your past life. So if you want, just pause the video and then keep listening when you're ready. And you don't have to know what the situation was. I just think it's fun. But anyway, for me, I finally, I finally robbed this one house that people were home when I was robbing them. And they were these young girls that were actually my cousins, and I didn't know they lived there. And I was really embarrassed. Like they recognized me, and when I saw their expressions, it made me realize, like, oh my God, what have I become? You know, because these were like, you know, these darling little twin girls that were just the kindest little cherubs you could ever imagine, you know. And I really loved, they were like my favorite nieces, you know, my favorite, you know, like of my siblings' kids, they were like my favorites. And here I was robbing their house, you know, because I didn't realize that I knew they lived in that part of town, but I didn't know that's exactly where they lived, because I saw them elsewhere and they were new to that part of town, and long story. But anyway, so that was my sort of wake-up call. So I made some excuse, put down their belongings, and left the house. And then unfortunately, rather than use my hands to do good works for the rest of that life, I did stay honest for the rest of that life, but I didn't just work it off, you know, by doing charity work and all that. I just, you know, wanted to be punished. So the angels, you know, were like, okay, fine, we'll weigh you down and burden you so that you feel like you're paying for your sins, sort of, you know. So anyway, so totally optional, but cool to know. And so I'm releasing the gloves, right? And I'm handing the gloves to the self-punishment angels. I can hand them to those, or just my regular angels. It doesn't matter. I'll hand them to my regular angels. And they're like, good job, Janet. So, and then the self-punishment angels, 3 of them, you know, they're like, yay, they're all giving me applause, and they're like, okay, sign that you're done, I'm done, you know, punishing myself. And that's something that you can do too. Just say, I am done punishing myself for what I did or didn't do in that past life. And again, you know, actually this morning, because of this topic, you know, because I was working my energy for this kind of thing this morning, because I did this healing, you know, for everybody in the group healing. I walk people through this type of work. So for me, what I did is I do little micro lending on kiva.org. I mean, it's not like I still have bad karma from those things. I've helped a lot of people since then in all of the lifetimes. Well, not everyone, you know, but some lifetimes I've made up for the bad karma from some of the other lifetimes, but it's still comforting, you know, to do more good stuff. So on kiva.org, kiva.org, you know, you could see photos and stories of people in all parts of the world that need, you know, little micro loans for whatever their small business issue or home improvement issue that they have, and you can make little tiny loans, and it's very uplifting, you know, heartwarming. So I did that too this morning after, you know, clearing some of this self-punishment energy. You know, that whole idea of like pay it forward, you know. So anyway, for me, I can see my colors more brightly around my hands now. So it'll probably be easier for me to heal myself and, to nurture myself. Yeah, because the gloves didn't block me from helping others. They blocked me from being the best at tweaking my life to suit myself. You know, so they blocked me towards giving to myself. So now they're off, yay. And the self-punishment angels are gone. They're waving goodbye. So that's that. So I hope that video helped. I hope you were able to release your, one at a time, folks, but your burdening device, energy device that you had, and clear that agreement that you had with that one self-punishment angel, or that one set of self-punishment angels. And again, don't overdo this, folks. You know, do a little and then heal yourself in other ways, and just go, you know, hug a tree or eat a hamburger, or, you know, somehow live your life, you know, listen to music, you know, sleep, get some good sleep, you know, you don't want to overdo stuff, everything within, you know, moderation and balance, you know, so that, you know, because that's what wellness is. It has a lot to do with moderation and, you know, things in balance. Okay, the angels are happy. They like that this video exists in the world. Because I've taught this stuff to people in one-on-one sessions. I used to do phone sessions. I'm still finishing them up, but I don't do them anymore. But the idea is I want to teach this to thousands and thousands of people, not just one at a time, So there you go. Now, if you believe in that, if you want as many people as are open to it to find this video and to learn this stuff and to unburden their spirits so that they can have more energy to do their good works and, you know, heal themselves and find balance and help others and, you know, like sort of have that positive ripple effect in the world, you could support this video by giving it a thumbs up. You could make a comment down in the comment section. It won't post immediately, but when I see it and, you know, review it just for a sec, then I'll post it for you. And that's another way to support the video, because YouTube takes a video more seriously that has more thumbs up, that is watched all the way to the end, that has comments, you know. And if you want to, you can email this video, well, the set of these 2 videos, to, you know, if you know like someone who's up for this level of information. And if you have a follow-up question, or you just want to share how it was for you to do these 2 videos, feel free to post the comment in the comment section. Or, you know, if you just want to say thanks, great video, that's cool too. All right. So I'm very happy that I'm able to explain this to you guys, and I'm happy that you're open to the information. Yay! All right, bye.